Full transparency before we get into this video, I don't even know what I'm going to be talking about in today's video. I kind of decided, hey, you know what, I'm tired, so why don't we do some modded Black Ops 3 zombies? We've made videos on this mod before. This is the Modern Warfare Zombies mod. There's two different versions of it. There's the complete version, which you can use on any of the Zombie Chronicles maps, plus the Giant, and then there's also like the light version, which you can use on custom maps. Since we're on the Giant, that means that we're able to use the complete edition, which has all like the cool features and stuff. For those of you that have either played this mod before or have seen videos on this mod before that I've made, then, you know, you already know what to expect with this, but, you know, I figured I'd explain it just in case there's anybody that hasn't seen this mod before. Basically, it just replaces all of the perks with Modern Warfare perks, or replaces all of the weapons with Modern Warfare weapons, and there's also, like, other cool, like, few features here and there. Realistically, though, like I was saying, it's one of those things, we're after the holidays, you know, just with the energy, you know, around the holidays, I'm kind of tired. I just wanted to chillax, make a chill video today. I don't even plan on getting to any high-rounds. I just kind of figured, hey, I'm gonna turn the camera on, I'll talk for a little while, and whenever I feel like I have enough footage for a video, that's where we'll cut it. Actually, before we get any further in the video, I need y'all to rate the fit real quick. I got these clothes for Christmas yesterday, and look, just look. We got the Naruto pants right here, we got the Kakashi shirt, it's absolutely beautiful. I tell you, man, the more that I play Modern Warfare Zombies, the more that I wish we would have gotten, like, some form of round base this year. Like I've been saying in all these videos, like, don't get me wrong, I am still absolutely loving Modern Warfare Zombies. I've been having an absolute blast with it, but it's already at that point where, like, you know, I'm done with the camo grinds that I wanted to do. I still do need to go back and do Bioluminescent, which I still plan to do, and I'm basically soft locked out of the story mode because I'm a solo player, and I refuse to play co-op. Like, I don't have any friends that I would actually want to play co-op with, because, you know, I don't really have any friends, period. And second off, I don't want to play with randoms, and, you know, that's just how I am. I want to play solo, and since the game came out, there's been that option there to play solo, but now with Act 4, they basically soft-lock solo players out of it. Like, yeah, you can do it, but it's not very fun to do it. So now I'm at a point of where I can either struggle through the solo content, which I really don't want to do, or I can just wait for them to patch it, which they probably won't do, or I can just keep camo grinding, which I do plan to do, but then once the camo grind is over, I mean, what's really there for me to do? Craft my wonder weapons every 48 hours, go into the middle of the map? I mean, at that point, like, what am I even doing, right? Like, I can try to grind out for more schematics, but if I've already completed all the content, then, like, what's the point? Like I said, don't get me wrong, I love the mode, I'm thoroughly enjoying it, and I'm not trying to be overly cynical about it, because I truly do love Modern Warfare Zombies. I'm just, you know, I'm at that point where I'm like, man, you know, outside of the camo, I'm trying to, like, purposely extend the camo grind so then I have a reason to keep playing zombies. Because otherwise, when it comes to playing zombies, yeah, man, I mean, I'm already back here on Black Ops 3 playing custom and modded zombies, and we just made a video on Black Ops 2 last week. There's nothing inherently wrong with the new formula, and I do really love it. It's just, you know, I wish they'd at least give us the option, you know, like what they did in Cold War. They started out with round base, and then they gave us like an Outbreak open world type thing. And, you know, not every zombies experience needs to be round base. I feel like I made my stance on that very clear over the past couple of months since Modern Warfare Zombies has been out. Not every single game necessarily needs round base, but at the same time, if you're gonna have that mode in there where it's clear that they're trying to keep you coming back, you know, it's especially in a live service type game, I feel like it kind of hits this crossroads where it's like, okay, I understand that you're trying to do something new, but at this point, I don't really have a reason to keep playing your game, at least not this mode in the game, right? Because obviously, I'll always keep playing Modern Warfare 3. Well, no, me when it comes to multiplayer, you know, even though I have all the camos and stuff over there, I could endlessly play multiplayer just for days and days on end. I mean, I already have almost, like I told you guys, almost 200 hours of Modern Warfare 3 in total, and it's a pretty even split with, like, you know, however many hours of multiplayer and however many hours over in zombies. At the same time, multiplayer is kind of different, you know, because you're like fighting real people, so there's kind of like the competitive aspect there, where with zombies, like the gameplay loop is very different. Like in multiplayer, there's that constant thing of like, all right, I'm gonna try to nuke out this game, which, you know, I mean, I don't know, that's not even necessarily how I am. You guys know me, I don't really like sweating in multiplayer either. Like, if I need to sweat or if I'm really feeling it, then sure, I might a little bit, but, you know, I'm not that like overly sweaty, slide canceling, kangaroo hopping, crazy MF that you see jumping around the map all the time, treating every match like it's esports. I've been playing Call of Duty for over 15 years at this point, man. I'm that type of guy where it's like, yeah, I know I'm like, you know, good at the game when it comes to the older games at least, but with the new ones, like, yeah, I can do good and I know how to play good. I just refuse to play that good because I know SBMM is going to punish me in the end if I try to play that good. Anyways, that's a conversation for a whole other day, a whole other video. My point is, you know, it's still a competitive thing, and there's still that aspect of like, oh, am I going to shriek out this game? Am I not? And, you know, there's still at least that fun thing keeping me there. But, you know, when it comes to zombies, sure, I got the camo grind still, but beyond that, I don't know. I'm trying to purposely extend it at least for, ooh, the M4 card, dude. There's something about like the M4 Carbine or the M4A1, whatever you want to call it, them older Modern Warfare games, man. It just, oh, it always makes me feel good. Especially the one in Modern Warfare Remastered. For some reason, the one in that game specifically, the way it feels to shoot, the way it sounds, the reload, I don't know, man. There's something about that version of the gun. It's so clean. I don't know, maybe there's something I'm missing there. There's just something about that hook, right? In Modern Warfare Zombies, it has that hook. It keeps you coming back and coming back for more and more, but it's one of those things where there is a limited amount of content there, so once you see it all, it's not like on round base, there's just something about the form of progression, right? There's always going to be a bunch of newer players and ignorant folks that are going to try to comment on this video or talk smack and say that I don't know what I'm talking about, even though, I've been playing Call of Duty for over 15 years, so I think I know what I'm talking about. Sure, while to a certain extent, there is a point where you will see all of the content in a round-based mode. It's just that the round-based always has that hook that keeps you coming back in, and it's one of those things, it's one of those gameplay things where I don't even know how to explain it. It's just, it keeps you coming back. Whereas, with the Extraction, Warzone zombies, whatever you want to call it, it doesn't exactly have that exact same hook where once you do see all the content, it's just like, yeah, sure, I can dive back in and go to the middle of the map, but why would I do that? The only reason I was doing it before was to grind out schematics and, try to get some other cool stuff to maybe extract with, but now, like, what's the point of even doing that if I did everything? But hey, I got one whole camo grind to go, with bioluminescence, so I won't worry about that bridge till we get there. I still got, some progression to work with here. So instead of a Bowie knife, y'all gave me C4. I don't know how I feel about that. G36C, another one of my favorite Modern Warfare weapons right there. Oh gosh, I'm literally playing without audio right now. I was expecting another wave of zombies. I just, all of a sudden, the hellhound comes charging at me, dude. Yeah, that caught me off guard. I don't know if it's like an ADHD thing, but like sometimes when I'm trying to commentate and make a video and then I have like the audio, is that a pack-a-punch? Wait, if I run into this, am I... What? I kind of regret not pack-a-punching the M9 Beretta now. I kind of want to see what would happen to this fight. It would probably just become like a full auto or something, right? But I mean, dude, that's so cool. Literally a pack-a-punch drop from the teleporter. The fact that it has the exclusion zone camo. Dude, I was literally sitting here spamming all the keys trying to inspect it. I'm so used to that from like the modern Call of Duty games where you can inspect weapons. I'm not gonna lie, I've been playing a ton of Lego Fortnite lately, dude. Like, I played the survival mode a good bit, and I have a pretty solid survival world going, but I also started up a sandbox world. Dude, it was literally bringing out my inner child. Ever since I was a little kid, I've always loved Legos. I feel like that goes for like any kid ever, like, like Legos, Bionicles. Unfortunately, I haven't seen too much Bionicle stuff lately. I'm sure that it's still around, maybe, I don't know, but even to this day, I still love Legos. I still buy Lego sets, and I actually haven't even talked about this on the channel yet. But currently we're gonna be doing some work to my house, and we're basically gonna be transforming the one room into like a whole separate like studio mini apartment for me, so then I can like move out of this room and go out there and kind of have like my own space that's still connected but disconnected. Basically, once I move out there, I'm so excited. I'm gonna be getting bookshelves not only to display my games on, because right now I literally keep my games inside of the dresser that my TV is sitting on. Like, I don't even keep clothes in there. I literally just have my clothes like sitting in my basket, because like I don't care about keeping my clothes organized or folded or whatever. Like, I need to store my games somewhere, so I was like, hey dude, I'll keep my clothes in my basket. My games are more important. But once I get that, once we get everything set up and transformed out there, I'm gonna be getting these like bookshelves, right? Not only to put the games on, but I'm also gonna be getting I'm gonna be putting like all my Lego sets that I've been collecting over the years. And I'm really stuck right now, right? So I was thinking I could either get a 4-tier shelf and have my games on the 4 tiers, obviously, and then on top of the dresser have like all the Lego sets and other figures that I want to put on there. Like, for example, I got these Mario figures, which I didn't even take out of the box yet, but like I want to put those up there. I don't know if I want to keep them in the box. I think I want to take them out of the box, because even though they do look nice in, I don't know, at the same time, it's one of those things, like, I want to keep them in the box to keep them pristine, but I feel like it would look kind of cool if I actually had the figures out with like the plunger and then Luigi with his flashlight. It'd be, oh man, just give me the Luigi's Mansion vibes right there. If only he had a vacuum. So I'm torn between either putting those on top of the dresser and again getting like a 4-tier shelf that comes up to like, I don't know, maybe like eye level, something like that, or maybe a little bit shorter. Or I was thinking of getting like a 5-tier shelf or something like that, where it goes like higher than like, even like taller than I am ever so slightly. And then instead of putting like the figures and Legos on the very top shelf, instead, or on like the very top of the bookshelf itself, instead just putting it on the top shelf, because as I feel like in terms of doing like the 4-tier setup, I feel like that would probably look a bit nicer aesthetically, just having all the games laid out and then the stuff on top, it just looks kind of cool. And then I was thinking like on one side of the room, having like 2 bookshelves set up there with all of my games, and then on the other side of the room, because there's going to be like a door that kind of separates it. So if I could lay it out, there's enough room for like 2 bookshelves here, a door, and then another section of wall here that has just enough room for 1 more bookshelf. I was so caught up in explaining the thing that I actually ended up going down. But hey, look, at least now I got to see what the Pack-a-Punch M9 Beretta looks like, and it's literally just like a full auto. That's actually pretty cool. But anyways, I was thinking of doing like a 4-tier, like 2 4-tier shelves, putting all of my games on those 4-tier shelves, putting like maybe a couple of figures on top of the 2 4-tier shelves on the one side of the door, and then on the other side of the door where there's only enough room for like one shelf, getting a 5-tier shelf over on that side, like one that's a bit taller, and then just filling it out with like Lego sets. Or I could get 3 5-tier shelves just in general, and then fill all of them out with games and just put Lego sets like all across the top of them. Or I could, or I was thinking of like maybe instead of the 4-tier shelves, I'm putting them on top, because, you know, I feel like as nice as that would look, just having those on top and then having the games filling up the shelves, I feel like that would lead to the possibility of me either accidentally knocking something over, or somebody else accidentally knocking something over, or just something happening there. Whereas if I would instead just opt for taller shelves, like a 5-tier shelf, to where I just have an extra shelf on top, then I just put the Lego sets in there inside of that shelf instead of on top of the actual unit itself. So then it would still look nice, but it would also be safer. And then maybe even on top of that, whenever I buy consoles, I also collect the boxes. So I still have like, you know, my Nintendo Switch box, my Xbox One, and PS3 box. So I was thinking like, what if I just buy 3 5-tier bookshelves, and then I have like the first 4 tiers of each shelf filled up with video games, and then the top shelf is filled up with like Lego sets and figures, and then on the very top of the shelves, where it's gonna be like my boxes kind of strewn about, like I'll have like a Nintendo Switch box, my PS3 box, my Xbox One X box, and like a PS4 box, and like a DS box, just like everything just like on display on the very top shelves. And then again, like on top of the actual bookshelf itself, and then again, like the top shelf, like the 5th shelf, will have all the Lego sets and figures, and then the 4 shelves and below will all just be games. So those are like my 3 ideas at the moment. I'm stuck between the main 2 that I'm thinking of. I'm thinking of either the 2 4-tier shelves with the Lego sets and figures on top on one side, and then having just like the 1 5-tier shelf on the other side completely dedicated to Lego sets. But that last idea that I just said also sounds really nice too, where it's just like 3 5-tier shelves in general, and then having the games on the first 4 shelves, Lego sets and figures on top, and then on the very top of the bookcases, just having all the boxes shot about with the Nintendo Switch and like the Xbox boxes and stuff like that. I also keep cool boxes for like other gaming related things that I buy. They're all up in my closet right now. I was gonna try to, you know, get it out to show to you guys, but like I also just bought this, what's it called? Like the Hori Fight Pad. It's like a GameCube controller for the Wii. So obviously I love like the original like GameCube controller, because it's just an absolutely amazing controller, but I also, you know, like I don't have an original Wii right now. Like I only have my Wii U, so I can't use like an actual official GameCube controller on it unless I would buy an adapter. So what I did for the time being, rather than messing about with adapters, I just got one of those Hori Fight Pads, and it basically just plugs into your Wiimote, and it acts like one of those classic controllers or classic controller pros, if you guys remember those from like the Wii generation. It works just like that. I mean, it works flawlessly. Ended up going down, but yeah, you know, I know I could have just gotten one of those adapters, but those things are kind of hit or miss. And the one that I ended up getting, I'll go get it and show it to you guys, because don't get me wrong, I do actually have like an original, like, you know, like GameCube controller, because, you know, I mean, obviously you guys know just probably from even hearing about me talk in this video, you know, I'm a video game collector. I collect hardware, the video games themselves, accessories and stuff like that. So, you know, I do have like an original GameCube controller over there in like my drawer with my controllers. But the one that I ended up buying just for when I want to use like a GameCube controller on the Wii U at the very least, just so I didn't have to worry about like the adapters and all that other stuff. I got this right here. As you can see, it's like Mario themed, and it's literally like identical to an original GameCube controller. Obviously this on the original one is just like a start and a pause button, but on here, you know, it was optimized so it could work on like the Wii or the Wii U or whatever. So there's a turbo button. I never used turbo buttons even back in the day with like the old school controllers and stuff like that, if you guys have been alive long enough to remember those from like the PS1 and the PS2 generation. Oh god, I swear I'm old. Never been a turbo guy, but yeah, then it's got like all the other buttons that you would need. But man, yeah, look at that. Like it's all Mario themed. It looks absolutely gorgeous. There was a Mario Wiimote out there that came out, you know, years ago that I really want to track down and buy. I want to get it brand new if possible, so I can also have the box, because I saved the box that I got with this. It's up in my closet right now, but I want to get that Mario Wiimote and save the boxes after a while, because that's another one I like to display. But it's the exact same as this. If I can find a picture online, I'll put it up on screen, but it would literally be perfect. I just, you know, I plug it into that Wiimote, and it's just the whole Mario thing. They also had like a Louis. I don't think I'm gonna go out and collect all of these necessarily. If I do collect more GameCube controllers, I'd probably get, you know, just like official OEM ones for like the actual GameCube, because the only one that I have now is like one of those original Indigo ones. The only issue is I don't have, you know, an original Wii or a GameCube at the moment, which is why I can't really necessarily use that one. It's just one of those things where I have that and I have a couple GameCube games. I'm waiting till I can buy an official GameCube down the line, and I'll get a Wii someday when I get to that point in my collecting. But the thing is, obviously I don't necessarily like need a Wii right now, because I have my Wii U U, and you know, I don't want to go too deep into this, but I did do some things to my Wii U so it's able to play GameCube and Wii game. Well, out of the box, the Wii U can just play Wii games. It's like naturally backwards compatible with it, but you do have to do some tinkering to get it to be able to play GameCube games, and I did get it to that point, and that's what I use this for. Anyways, yeah, that's enough nerdy blabbering from me. Like I said, I didn't even know what I wanted to do with this video. I just kind of felt like turning on the camera, talking for a bit, and it ended up going from a chill zombies video to me just nerding out about my game collection stuff. So, hope you guys found that to be interesting. Anyways, I don't know, I'm just gonna get this video edited up, and then, yeah, I don't know, I'm probably gonna work on my room a little bit today. Just after the holidays, things are a little messy. It's making me feel a little claustrophobic, so, yeah, I'm gonna clean this stuff up, probably spend like an hour doing that, and then I'll just be, back to playing some more video games. But anyway, as always, massive shout out, thank you to all the Patreons and channel members. Thank you to all in the low baller tier, and a bigger shout out, thank you to all in the mid baller tier, and the last game, but Daddy Man, and the biggest shout out, thanks to all in the G tier, run events, so much G-Scroll. Thank you guys so much. You guys are literal legends. I love you. Thank you guys for watching. Have an amazing day. Stay beautiful. I love you all. Peace.